Let's try this out again. Let's see what I'm not even going to change anything this time. Just going to let it go. However it looks, it looks. That's what we'll do. That's what we will do. So, imagine Jennifer will be in here in a minute. And let's take it back. So I'm not even going to change any settings. I'm just going to accept you and not even fucking dick around with anything. Oh, come on. Jesus. I just got water on my little trackpad. God, give me a second. Christ's sakes. Hold on. Tigger, I'll bring you up. 1 second. This stuff is really slow when you do it on the computer. Alright. Bingo. Hopefully this works.
I was straight up tripping, guys. I was straight up tripping because I was like, damn, those boxes filled fast. He's going to close this and I don't got a seat no more. I was like refreshed.
What I thought. I was like, oh, don't start over. I'll be lost.
You're all right.
There we go. Got Jennifer up there.
I am still a white circle, so I will go ahead and put my camera on. Please don't judge. I got no makeup on, people.
Oh, judging.
We're not judging. Come on.
How come you weren't all glammed up for us?
I'll have to put a
turning mine
filter on
off.
so it looks like I'm glam.
I'm turning mine off. I don't care that my face isn't there.
I liked your pink and purple and...
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Jen.
Hello.
Jason up there.
Hello, all you gorgeous people.
Yes.
So,
Yes, I'm under Jim.
depending on who comes, let's try to not fucking all scream at each other if it turns into that. I hope it doesn't. But let's try. If you're having a conversation
I'm sitting back
with
and
someone,
listening today.
You do you. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just a delight.
Unless somebody needs backup.
All right.
Yeah, same for me. I came for the dumpster fire, but I don't actually want to partake in it. I just want to watch. That's it.
I will.
I might comment on some things because some shit is really out of control. But for the most part, I have no intention of arguing with nobody. I just want to see other people's behavior and see for my own eyes who these idiots the fuck are, and how they actually behave,
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Do we really think any of them are showing up?
Just go ahead, Sarah. What?
I don't know if anybody's going to show up, but if things get crazy here, I don't mind staying down on the bottom and helping with moderation and that sort of thing so that I don't take up a space. And also, just like other lives that I've been involved in, like political lives and that sort of thing, the thing to do is when it's not your turn to speak, stay on mute. So have your mute microphone up when things are being discussed between just a couple people. And
Exactly.
don't unmute yourself unless there's something you need to put in. Kind of read the room kind of thing. Are we good?
We're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was just checking. I have to make
I'm
sure.
making sure with the guy who's in charge of this room that what I said is good. That's why I said, are we good?
You're good. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask.
Yeah.
We're good. You did it
We're
well.
good.
You did it better than
Now,
I could
if you have something to say, Wobbles, do you want us to raise a hand if there's a discussion that we want to add to, or how do you want to narrate that?
Yeah, let's try just not to all scream over each other, and if we start, then I'll say, okay, we got to figure something out. So just be how we normally do. If other people come in and they need to talk to somebody specific, then let them talk to that person. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm gonna be in the corner in the chairs, just sitting in the dark watching. Wait, that sounded weird. You know what I meant.
It kind of sounded weird though.
Yeah,
Yeah. A little creepy.
yeah.
But we know you.
I mean, to Sarah, that's just a Tuesday, but
Fuck you.
we'll talk about that later.
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
She's good.
Sorry.
Hey, Elson.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Sarah. You know I love you.
You're fine. I know you're joking. We're friends.
Doctor.
I don't know if
came
people
for
watching.
the drama.
Yeah. I don't know that everybody who's watching on the outside knows that we're okay and you're just fucking around and I'm reacting in fun.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's because
I'm sharing
we're
this
fun.
out. I don't know if that was right or wrong, but
What?
What tape?
I'm trying to share this out. There's some people I can't share it to
share
that I would
this.
like to talk to.
I'm slow today.
Yeah.
Jesus. Where did that go? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some people have their stuff on private, so you can't
Wobbs.
input them, but
Yeah.
Hey, Doc. Wobbs, did you invite the individuals or no? I was just curious.
I have no way to. I'm sure the word got to them one way or the other. And
okay.
I'm making sure I don't have anybody blocked. I don't have anybody blocked. So they can unblock me and come in if they want, as far as I understand. So if they want to, they can.
Oh, what kind of live is this?
Another one of these clear the airs, Paris. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because we'll wait for like a half hour, see who comes in, and we can start talking about that stuff. Just because, there's a lot of stuff needs to be said, and we'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until then, let's just have fun. Why not?
We always have fun.
Oh yeah.
So is it obnoxious to send an invitation repeatedly to somebody?
Yes.
Depends on who it is.
I'm gonna
Nah, you're good.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm sure whoever it is.
Jason said, "No, you're good."
You do you.
Hi, everybody.
oh, there they are. Oh my gosh.
Those are cool. I like them.
I know.
That's cool.
Are they uncomfortable?
No, they're very comfortable.
Yeah.
You have to put resin and set your teeth in it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Those are creepy.
So
I'm
can
like,
I ask a
Live.
question?
Huh?
Can I ask a question, Wobbles, before this
Of
gets
course.
started? It's a little bit leans into that. So
Definitely.
if you want me
Yeah.
to fish.
Yeah.
That's
No,
ooh.
I'm curious of everybody's take or feedback. I know some, but like the kind of I'm gonna say wanted posters or whatever, like Wobbles posted, or like I have made mention of some things. Is the majority of the community, the good energy people, feel like it's better to start calling that out versus just whispering? Because I really have mad respect for what he did. I'm not saying, like, for me, I'm not saying because this was Wobble's experience, exactly like what he put in there. He made it very clear of like this was his experience. But I also very much appreciate not being in the dark, feeling like, this awkward tension. I want personally, if people feel some kind of way either about me specifically and or about the people in our circle, I want that heads up. I want somebody to tell me, hey, that may be a snake. Maybe it's a gardener snake to you. Me, it was a rattlesnake. Whether it's privately or however, I just, and I'm willing to do that for anybody, but if you'd rather not, then I'd like to know that, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, because the stuff they're doing is just, I can't say on here what I personally think about what they're doing, running their mouth on
I
here.
don't even know a lot of what they're really doing, to be honest. I know little bits of what I see, and I'm really over the top of people coming in just to see. Like, if you don't like us or me or whoever and you don't want to be there, then just stay in your zip code. Why are you making your presence known, like just to needle people or what? I don't get that either, but
Yeah, and the fact they are going after people, and people that I do care about, I am protective over, because I don't have many friends at all. So I am protective of the ones I do have.
right.
And when people come after them, if you go low, I'll go to hell. There's no low, I won't go.
Eric's asking.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Eric. Whenever you're ready.
Eric, you're muted.
Nellie had her hand up too. Oh, she walked away. Never mind.
Oh, maybe. Might not have heard. We're starting at 2:30, so we're just waiting for, well, my 2:30, whatever time that. What time is it now?
Millie's next. Millie's first.
All right.
Thank you, Eric, for paying attention to the chat and paying attention to my hand. I appreciate you, love. My take on it is that I wouldn't have done it in the way Wobbs did because that's just not my style. However, I am so fucking grateful for what he did, and I think he's so fucking brave because I had something in the works for this upcoming week. And I'll be damned if I'm going to convince people that it's a safe place to talk about their genitalia or their significant other, and people are fucking screen recording and taking it and doing what they want with it. So I am so fucking grateful because I would have went ahead trying to help people and actually putting them in a very vulnerable position. And now, because I know the names of the people and because those people have interacted in my issue on my fucking TikTok right now, I am seeing patterns of people popping in, popping out, popping in. I'm seeing who has 1 foot on one side of the line and 1 foot on the other. So now I know when they come in and I'm not sure about them, I know certain personal stuff I don't need to be so loose-lipped about. So I am grateful as fuck for what Wobbs did, and I don't care if anybody's mad at me that I'm supporting him. I want to still form my own opinions. I still have some questionable things, like maybe Wobbs told me something, or maybe Sarah, or maybe whoever, but I want to see with my own eyes first. So I'm not necessarily speaking on it, but I do want to have a conversation privately with Tig about people. I think maybe it's a gardener snake. Maybe it's a fucking rattlesnake. Maybe it turned out to just be a friendly fucking toad. I don't know, but I'm questioning it, and I want to talk to my girl about that.
Go ahead, Eric. You had your hand up. Just 1 sec. You good, Eric?
Well, like I said, I've been going through this for a month. When I seen your post, I was like, yes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
My post is not nice as yours.
It's not personal for me. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying,
it's not. My post is not as nice as yours.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not personal for me anymore. Okay, a month ago it was. I had feelings involved, and it was very different. But now it's not just me. Nothing personal has happened to me in a while, but from the stuff I saw, that's when I got protective of the people that had my back when nobody else did. And newcomers like Tig that I'd met since then, that I don't want to see fall into the same sort of trap that I did. Because I was on that side, if you want to say sides. I was on that side. Go ahead, Sarah.
Okay, so I'm starting to lose what I was going to frickin' say. Damn it.
Sorry.
Never mind. Go on.
But like I was saying, if you mess with one of my boys, I'm going after you. So if you're going out, I'm going with you.
Oh, well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And again, don't make me some sort of fucking savior. I don't feel that way. I'm just doing what I think you should do. Go, Sarah.
I remember what the fuck I was going to say. Sorry, guys. So, with the community, ever since this all happened, when new people have come in, I haven't said a thing to them about what's happened because I don't want to put that on people. Like, welcome to the MS community. You're fighting MS. I don't need to put anything else on your shoulders. These people
just so you know, we're a shit show.
Just hold on. These people are pulling these people and basically putting them on their side and saying shit about us. I was willing to just let people find out for themselves out there in the community, whatever, and us deal with each other. But now, yeah, sure, I'll tell you who the snakes are.
So did you see what Molly just said in the chat? One of those people came at me in a live with a fake account and used a dead loved one against me. Like, that's...
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild,
I'm not
right?
shocked.
I have a feeling who that fake account was, but it doesn't matter.
Me too.
But that's probably who it was.
She's really fucked up in the head. I'm sorry.
She's known for shit like that, legitimately. And that was one of the people on one of my posters. And so here's the thing. Unless I'm directly involved in a situation, I'm not just, this isn't for me to throw shit on everybody. It's just a chance for us to talk about stuff. And any weird confusion that anybody might have still about, because I can tell you, I was the one that lit the fuse that this entire bullshit leaked its way out into the community. Essentially, this is when it all started, was in a Discord that we basically all had together. And then it leaked, like, I was in, basically, and I can prove it. I have all the receipts of anything that I say. If nobody believes what I say, ask me and I will provide proof to you in a private setting, because I have it all. I was basically beginning...
Glad.
What's that, man?
I was so glad to see your video.
Oh, well, I don't know what happened. I got hoodwinked, okay? That's it. I'm glad to be back out of that, too. But essentially, I had a relationship beginning with Tori, and then for a day and a half, it was official. Until I told two people, those two people being Monica and Bree, who I was extremely close with. After I told them that, Tori blew up at me, and, like, all this really weird shit started happening behind the scenes with, like, telling me what I can say and who I can say it to and manipulating how I talk, and then stuff happened the next day on the Discord, and I lost my patience and started yelling. I yelled at Tori, and, well, I wasn't really yelling at Tori, I was more being really snotty towards her and mocking what she was going through, which is a douchebag move, and I will admit that all day. I shouldn't have did that. And I feel bad and fucking immature that I did do that. But I did. But then Paris stepped in and said, like, yo, and I snapped at Paris, who I promptly apologized to not long afterwards. And then Elaine came in and I snapped at Elaine too. So then after that happened, it turned from, like, me, I just gotta finish this thought and then I'll let you go, Sarah. It turned from me being like a personal thing with Tori to, like, this entire group of people thinking like I'm abusive towards women, because the only people I yelled at that day were women. But there was only women essentially in there, with the exception of me and I think two other people, and none of them were even on there that day. So it was just, fuck, if any dude would have stepped in, if anybody in here would have been there that day, I probably would have yelled at them too, just because of I was having a mental breakdown. And only 4 people after that reached out to me, and that was Sarah, Paris, Bose, and Jennifer. Everybody else that was in that group turned their back, just completely, like. And then after that, I went and hung out in a live of the people that they don't like, and then that pissed them off even further, to the point where it's like, well, you're never getting back in. And if I didn't do that day, I never got the chance to explain it to them, because they would never listen. If I didn't do that, I needed to make myself feel normal, because I was, like, legitimately this fucking close to, like, going and starting drinking again, because I was just so stressed out. So, like, I went to this live, had fun, did some normal shit, and felt normal, and they held that against me. And rant. Go ahead, Sarah.
I was just going to say that, unfortunately, there's, like, many levels to this. We had a friendship, like, in the regular MS community, whatever. And then we decided to have, like, a chat thing in TikTok. So we were talking there. And then it got on to, well, we're on the same side about this. We don't like that this is happening. There was name calling going on in political ways, bigotry ways, racist ways, and we were not okay with it. So we were taking a stand and backing up each other. So we decided, okay, let's do Discord. And we went over there. And then things got the way that that Chad is saying right now. And unfortunately, when Chad had the upset that he had, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that he had a relationship with Miss Tori or whatever. But how everything just came down, it was I'm not joking about this, it was so unexpected. It was like watching a Mean Girl movie. I would have never expected it, because these people before this were like really good friends. You think that these people would have your 6 no matter what. Nope.
I thought they were my friends too.
Same here.
I thought so too. They would mad me because I was friends with you, Kiki.
Well, they would quite literally, there was a lot of, in this Discord, there was a lot of screen watching, which I'm sure is probably happening now. and that would be recorded, and then people would go back to the Discord and be like, look who's in here with who. And it started to get really, and I even said before I had my blow up, the day before, I wrote a paragraph saying like, hey, you know, I think we all just gotta chill this, like, I tried to calm shit down. And then the next morning I woke up to like a really snotty, passive aggressive fucking Stephen King novel from Tori in there. And that's what made me lose it. And again, my fault, blame me. I did that, I will not blame anybody else. But when you crash your car and it's fucking ice on the road, sometimes the ice contributes. Okay? I crashed the car, but there was ice on the road. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, there definitely was. There were other things going on, kind of passive aggressive between Tori and I already in the background that I don't think you guys even realize that we haven't really discussed. So some of the people were saying that they were going around different lives and watching who was interacting with who. And then a comment was made in our Discord about watch who you hang out with. Well, I happen to know that the person who said watch who you hang out with hangs out with some people too. So I happened to say in the Discord, yeah, I'm really having a problem with, and Toots, get ready for this, said I'm really worried about, you know, I have a relationship with Tom, and I know that he is politically different, so I don't know about cutting him off. That's really hard. And they had already gotten me to cut Eric off. Okay? So I mentioned that in there so that Tori's ears would go up, because on Facebook, I know that she's still talking to fucking Tom. And Gambino's down in the basement. So Gambino, I told you, we're talking about Tori again. And the rest. So that. There were other things going on in that Discord other than just you and Tori.
Of course. Mine's just a puzzle piece in the big picture.
Yep.
Oh, wait, Melly gotta go. Sorry. Melly's been bugging in the chat for a while.
I just wanna call somebody
You're
out.
next, Jason.
And Tig can back me up that I've said I am not calling out nobody unless I know for a fact and I don't feel questionable about it. This is not a gardener to me. This is a fucking rattlesnake. So if you're friends with this person, I suggest checking who follows you, and if you follow them, or having a private conversation with them and asking them why it is what it is. But boy mom 89, Steph, has 1 foot in the door and 1 foot in theirs. She's doing nothing but going up on their lives, Tori's lives. I've seen it with my own eyes, and she's friends with a whole bunch of people in our corner. So she's essentially collecting information and then dumping it in there. And I've seen the screenshots, I've seen the pictures, I've seen it with my own eyes. So boy mom 89, Steph, putting it out there. She can come up and explain herself. That's totally fucking fine. But as far as I'm concerned, there ain't nothing you could say when you're friends with all these people and then you're popping in a live with every single fucking one of them that has been, because you're buddies. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yep, so that's, I said that I wasn't going to get involved, but for real, if I see it with my own eyes, I don't want anybody else to go through the shit. That's what I saw. That's all.
Well, we appreciate you, Melly.
Yeah. You go next, Jason.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're up, Jason. If you had something to say, my microphone is right in the way of your face, so I didn't even see your hand up. If you were talking, or you wanted to talk, or am I confused? I'm confused, I think. If you want to go, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, when it comes to like Tori, I mean, to me, she always seemed like the mean high school girl, the mean, you know, the blonde, the stereotypical mean blonde at every high school there is.
Why do you think I got hoodwinked so easy? A fat fucking Canadian guy that lives near Ottawa, and the hot Texas girl is talking to him?
I know.
Like,
trust me, I get it.
What am I supposed to do?
But when it comes, when they start making, all the stuff coming out, they start going after, Mama Ash. They start going after Brandy. They start going after these people who I've been friends with since I started TikTok back in 2001. And
no, Lisa, God, no, you're not an enemy.
I started to react. I was going to make my own thing like Wobbs did, but I thought better of it because I'm like, you know what? I'm already got a strike on me. I don't need any more. Because I'm this. I started going back to the old man. I'm like, no, let this. We'll all do this together. Because I figure we're going to do a live like this. I'm just going to stay quiet. If they come up, they come up. I'll be quiet, but I will back someone up.
Fair enough. Tik or Sarah, who are you pointing to, Belly?
I wanted to talk, but it's kind of unrelated but related.
Go ahead.
So the first live that I came to, the person was Jeffrey Jude, and like he very much every morning talked about, you know, being there, just like really tried to create a genuine, like miraculous place. Like I met Mama Kay there, I met Debbie there, Brian brought me there. I really didn't venture anywhere on TikTok. He came to a live, said he was just done, no explanation, no anything. I private messaged him and I just said, explained that it really hurt my feelings and that I personally believe when you take on a responsibility to create an arena and a forum and you claim it's going to be a safe space, to just abandon that makes everything else seem fake. You know, not like I don't know the exact words, but this was the gist of it. And that I couldn't imagine why he wouldn't at least have enough respect for all the people involved to hand the baton off. Then I got this weird random reply back saying that he was giving me permission to show his message if I showed my message, which I had no issue with. Lauren and I thought were really tight. I absolutely respected her. Everything she said, she made me laugh. We'd talk about, did you wash your ass today? All this stuff. And then she got pissed at me, told me that I didn't fucking understand and that he needed a break and I needed to leave her fucking friends alone. All this shit just blocked me like I was the biggest. And I mean, we're talking like I'm maybe 3 weeks in, you know. Mama Kay and Debbie were like, we're not going to drown, you know, we're going to fucking figure it out. And so then we started gathering people or trying, you know, just scrambling to make sure that there was a live every morning at 9 o'clock for newbies or people that needed a safe place to be. So John Core, me, well, first Mama Kay and I had to do our lives. Like we weren't even in a position to be able to roll if we wanted to. So let's phrase that. We didn't even have enough of and so he agrees. Now he knows all this shit happened. He knows, and he agrees to fill in the spot. No sooner does he come up to fill in a spot, and he gets on and says because of whatever, he can't, okay? Respect, at least he had the courtesy to say that he couldn't. Motherfucker hasn't said boo, hi, fuck you, nothing since. He'll come in when I'm in a live. Now, it could be complete coincidence. It could be have nothing to do with me. But when it happens so much to the point like that I'm like, hey, John, what's up? Hey, now I'm almost like, you know what? You know, motherfucker, I see you. It's that obvious. And for the life of me, I have no fucking idea why. I thought he was a straight up, big-hearted, kind family guy that got along with everybody. You know? And then I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know enough history, nor do I really give a shit to know if it's tied together or not. But back to the original, a host has a certain responsibility, and I feel like friends have a certain responsibility to look out for each other. And if you're not part of that, if you want to be a spy, now if you can be mutual and not go back and forth and be friends with friends of the friendless, everybody, kudos to you. But if you're going to ride the fence and dip over here and dip back, like, fucking stay away from me. You know, if you don't like me, you think I'm a fucking slut, you think I'm obsessed with sex toys, you think I'm obsessed with music, you think I'm fucking braggadocious, arrogant, whatever. Groovy. Think that. I don't give a fuck. But don't come see and check out what I'm doing and make sure if you still think that. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Snaps.
Yeah. What does Bose do? She does this, doesn't she?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking nuts. It's just sad. It shouldn't have to be. It shouldn't have to be. I don't go fuck with them, you know.
And that's the thing. I don't.
Because all of those people were my friends when I came in. They all was my friends.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Yeah, no, man. Something happened. There was an extreme shift. Like, I hate to say it because I don't know what they all think, but it's like, I don't know if extremism is the right word, but like something like that where like if you don't believe exactly what they believe, you're out. It was really weird. Like, really weird. It was getting like
want
extreme.
to tell you how to think. We grown people. You can't tell a grown person how to think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you say that, but at the same time, it happens.
It does. It happens. It happened to me.
I kind of feel like this time anyway, like I know previous to me coming to the community, these kind of things happened with some other people, but I feel like this time it's almost started with me. Like with the whole Elaine saying that CJ was racist, and then they said that I was in his live, and they blocked me to start with, and then
I just had to drop her for a second because Lisa Ann wanted up. So I just dropped Jen for a second, let Lisa Ann say something.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I guess we're back at this place again. Listen, I love you all. I love you all so much. And Wobbles, I wasn't on your live when the whole thing went down with you and Elaine. Well, I was on the second one.
Oh, okay.
I was too.
Yeah, I was there, but I just said and I witnessed that. But I'm going to say there are a couple of people in the community that have made some very, very, very terrible racial slurs against terrible. You know, when you're going to say, oh, I'm going to take and run that one over, because the color of their skin, my children are that color as well. That's 20 points. That's not okay with me, and that's where I'm standing on, and I will always stand on that. That's what I'm going to say. This stuff needs to stop because we're all in this great community where we all can be together. So, it bugs me. It makes me sad when we have people who are just, you know, trying to say how they feel, and then things, you know, just happen. I love you guys all. You guys are all amazing. Y'all fucking rock. On these days, these days, I get sad because I hate to see this. I hate to see this.
Millie's asking to say something.
So I can't remember who said something about what about the people that want to be neutral and then we're being just like them. I politely disagree with that, and my reasoning is, just like I said in the chat, if somebody was friends with somebody and then it turned out they were a pedophile and they were convicted, but they have mixed up feelings, so they want to label themselves as neutral. Like, I'm sorry, but no, there's some things you just don't support. The things these people are doing, they're degrading people with their words. They're spreading hate to other people, labeling them as racists, as bigots, as homophobes, all types of things that are incredibly hurtful and damaging. And unfortunately, there is no neutral for that for me.
Mm-hmm.
Piggy?
And part of this is going to be an assumption on my part, and I want to be very clear about that. So not only like the whole political whatever, and then the cool kids club, clan, or whatever, but ultimately newbies who come in green, have no idea even who sides what, anything like that, but have any kind of a southern drawl, we're getting booted.
Yep.
That's not
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, and again, this part, I'm making an ass out of me because it's an assumption that as of yesterday, I witnessed a very similar thing. So it's, I don't know what else to call it. It isn't because they made their political beliefs be known. It wasn't because it was simply she was having fun with the wrong fucking people.
Yep.
It had to be.
Yep.
That's gross. That is so fucking gross and uncalled for.
And I'm not seeing any of that, but I'm just speaking on what I witnessed, because I've been trying to stay out of this stuff, because this is stuff
I don't blame you.
I have, and because and I do have 3 little brown children who are absolutely fucking amazing. One's gonna be a professor out of college in December. My youngest son is going to be a scientist. He's going to be a biochemist and whatnot. So I have a hard time with that racial thing. And if you have a problem with that, unfriend me. I don't care. So,
Okay.
and I don't speak my truth. But these are, whatever you guys believe, I'm going to step back and just be done, because this is crazy.
Lisa, I would like to know who said that. Because
who said this?
Yeah.
Was it Wobbles Live that one night that somebody
Was it my
no
life?
longer she was. She said that she would get 20 points for driving her down the road and hitting people.
Who said it? Because I don't even remember that.
You don't remember that?
I've heard this story, but I don't remember it being on my
I've heard
live.
the story, but I don't know who.
I'm just going to throw this out there because I know that she has since deleted her account and has left TikTok. It was Jamie.
It was.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Eric has wanted to say something. Eric?
I'm sorry.
And I'm done. Yeah.
One thing I want to say is this. They were calling people racist. That's why they were like me. Because they were calling CJ racist in a live. So I didn't to him. Because he talked to me before I talked to him. So if he was racist, why would he talk to me? Why? He may be an asshole, but he's not racist.
Right.
Cause we talk a lot. I mean a lot. So he's not racist. And first of all, one person told me that I was making a joke talking about new pictures because I know someone sent news to people. So she said, that's why I blocked you. I was like, your friend sends the news to everyone. I know who she sent news to. She giving news to everybody. So block her. Cause she's your buddy. So she's your buddy, she can send news to everyone.
That has happened. That definitely has happened.
I'm going to go down to let somebody else come up, but I'll be down moderating.
Sounds good. You can go next, Brandy. You just hopping up.
So
Hey, Ash.
I beat everybody to the punch last night because I called her out. I sent her personal messages, which I've sent to you, Wobbles, and Tootsie. I've sent to you. So I have proof for what I'm saying. She thought it was some kind of joke. She had no idea just how deep it ran. I have another friend also that yesterday had to block those people because she had no idea. We're either not being loud enough or we're not fighting hard enough. But I'd be damned if I'm going to be one of the people that's going to sit there and condemn an innocent person because they didn't understand.
Yeah.
I've been through this with Tori before. If anybody has
if anybody has the expertise with this, it's going to be me and Gambino.
Yeah.
Because the ones being called pedophiles the last time,
yeah,
the ones that were being told that there were people watching my kids outside of their school, and there were private investigators at my house, that's what I dealt with.
Oh my gosh.
This is not the first time.
Oh God.
But because there was so many new people.
Oh my gosh.
And because I didn't pay close enough attention, she found her way back in here, and we let the fox back in the hen house. Because that's who's starting everything over in that group.
Yep.
It's like a vicious cycle. It goes around and around and around and around.
And Sarah can vouch for me because she fought hard for me and Gambino the last time. Because it spilled over into the MS community. And Tori turned her back on the MS community and left.
Yeah, and then she came back.
She left at the time.
She came back, and I thought she was innocent because I know, well, not innocent, but I didn't know anything about that. But I thought, well, maybe she's okay because she seemed okay. But really, what I came up to say is I've been told, and I know it's not just Tori, there's one other troll in that group, self-described, and she will say, and she has told me, if you're Republican, you're racist. And that's why she calls CJ racist.
Well, one of those bitches put a curse on me the other day. Has a video of it up on her live.
What?
Are you fucking serious?
Oh my God. Dead ass.
That's
Oh no.
That's psychotic.
Unless the coward deleted it.
Wow. That's
Because
insane.
after I said something to Steph yesterday, she went and saw it. Now she realizes just how serious all of this is.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for coming up, Randy, because
It's
that's
no-
what
it's
people
no
need
problem.
to hear. I appreciate that. And it sucks. Like I said, I don't like causing all this and being the host to it, but there's someone very poisonous in the community, like Brandy just said, to a level that, like, it hasn't gotten to with me, but I've heard it's gotten to with others. And
Angie has told me that she has at least 20 burner accounts, basically, to stalk people. She's like, go ahead and block me. I got 20 backup accounts to stalk you with.
When I say a self-described troll,
oh yeah, very heavily tattooed. Yeah, she is.
And I knew that. That's why I was coming. I don't care. I'm going to say the name. I don't give a shit. Because she was not nice to me in any way.
How many new pics does she have out there?
I love Angie too.
But it's like, it's even past that, man. Titty pics don't even matter now. Everyone fucking sends titty pics. It really doesn't matter that aspect. If she wants to hoe about, she can hoe about. I was being nice.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you do it, whatever.
I don't even take the pictures, let alone send them.
Oh wait, I have to send to my ex-husband when we were married, when we were good, and I accidentally sent it to my nurse. But at least she was a nurse.
I'm not saying if you did or don't.
Who's the Angie in the comments?
That's a
I
different
don't
Angie.
understand why the pictures have
That's
to
different.
do with somebody's
Okay,
character.
just making sure.
I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
Okay,
But
okay,
it
so I'm
may.
missing something there.
That bothers. Well, the thing is, I don't even want to get into her business, but I think if you have a partner who may not know that you're doing that, that's when it gets weird.
Gotcha. Okay, so it wasn't about pictures or anything.
Yeah.
I think that, yeah.
You got a partner.
To Lisa's comment, and if I'm asking
See you,
too
Lisa.
much, I would very much like to know who is making such horrible racist.
I thought it was I thought it was Jamie, wasn't it? Wasn't that who she was talking about?
Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Here's
But
the thing,
apparently
though.
she deleted everything, Tig, because I can't find her now.
So here's what I think on that subject. I think it's very easy for if you would have had a fucking microphone around me 3 years ago, I probably would have said some shit that is fucking offensive nowadays. When you're in a group of people and you're trying to, sometimes you're going to say some dumb shit. If you do say something dumb once, you should be able to be forgiven. Say, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get down in case someone wants to come up.
Okay. Because some people don't, like Brandy said, they don't understand. Just like this situation, some people don't understand how hurtful saying those things.
I understand that their things can be misconcepted. I understand it was something along the lines that I play the same game with my boyfriend in the car. Well, they just did whatever. If you hit that person, it's 10 points. If you hit that one, it's 20. Whatever, like a video game. But never would I ever say because of somebody's color of their skin or because they were protesting something or anything like that. To me, that's not misinterpreting a joke. That's somebody showing their true colors and how they feel about people.
I will not tolerate hate in my room.
Yeah, I did not hear Jamie say anything about the color of somebody's skin. I heard her say, when we were kids, we would ride our bike and we would joke around and say 100 points for the old lady, bonus points for the baby, or stuff like that. I did not hear her say anything about anybody's skin color.
Okay.
I want to be clear.
That's more believable to me.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
And see, I wasn't there to hear that go down at all. I'm only hearing
Thank you for saying that, Toots,
what Lisa said.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear it at all.
The telephone game is fucked up.
I heard a rumor that the original conversation that somebody overheard in a live was different from the one that Jamie told.
Yeah,
but I was not there for that one, so I have no clue.
Okay, I have one thing to say though on like the things that people accidentally overhear or they come across when you are scrolling on your For You page and you are witnessing somebody else's live and you missed a whole bunch of context. Things can get misconstrued. Right now, I could say right now to you guys, I could say, I'm not going to walk around like acting like I love fucking racists. Guess what? Somebody could have scrolled and only caught the I love fucking racists. Not the first part of me saying I'm not going to support that. And that's how things get twisted. Yep. And that's why I don't like the whisper down the lane. That's why I have said repeatedly, I hear what you're saying. I'm grateful for some things because now it's opened my eyes. I did get a little too comfortable with just, saying and doing whatever in front of people that had the same illnesses as me. And I appreciate the heads up, but I still want to form my own opinions by observing behavior that doesn't you know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Not being part of the other group.
If I'm going to run a racetrack and somebody's been on that track and they can tell me different ways that they got around the curves or what might be on the track, I'm all about it. But I'm still going to take my run. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead.
But this should have been in a live, brand new, and feeling the absolute tension, having no idea what's going on, and not knowing if it's you.
Well, it's screwing up my rooms, and I don't know who's on what side because I don't care. I mean, I care. Like if somebody's in my room talking smack about somebody else, then I'm gonna boot somebody. I'm not gonna allow that. But other than that, I'm so like neurodivergent that I don't know. And then people are like unfriending me because I'm accidentally friends with somebody that is in the middle of it, and I'm like, I don't even know. Just because I follow somebody or they follow me does not mean that I agree with any of their politics or beliefs or that I even know necessarily what those are,
Hey, Marilyn. Yeah. Go ahead, Toots.
Melly, the reason I was blocked and kicked out before the Discord, we had a chat on here. And I said that I do not discriminate against anyone, and I'm going to have my own conversations and make my own decisions about people. And that's why I was ostracized for that comment alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know. Hold on, I gotta say something to Deb though, real fast. Is she still here? Or is she listening, or what happened?
Yeah, she's still in middle box.
Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah, but I think she stepped away because normally she responds. When she comes back, tell her I have a question specifically for her. Okay, Paris.
Okay. Okay. I just had something to say. There's a person that I know someone doesn't agree with them politically on the whole Israel Palestine thing, but I talk to him all the time because he's having a hard time with MS, and I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you through your hard time because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
You go next, Eric.
You know, and so that's the only thing that I hate about this whole thing is we should be there for each other because we're going through the same freaking disease.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say. I'm getting down again.
Go ahead, Eric.
But people level to thinking, my political views, I have none. I have no political views. So some people would like, oh, he like this, he like that. I don't like anything.
Well, no, I live in Canada, so I definitely not have nothing to do with politics down there, fucking at all. Not
directly involved.
No, not even in a peripheral
Melly
way.
wanted to ask me something. Sorry.
Oh, yes. That's okay.
Camera's not working. Okay. Deb. Here's my thing. I understand that you want to be Switzerland. I understand you don't know the depths of it and it's affected your rooms. Here's my thing as one of the people in your rooms. You are one of the only people that I have been able to talk to openly about specifically like how my sphincter muscle works and bowel issues. So now there's people trolling me and screen recording your room. So what if they take the video, splice it, and then make a joke of me talking about how my asshole isn't working right or how I'm really having a hard time? Those are why I'm now nervous about going in other people's lives, because I am very open and just the things I need to talk about, it's with you, Deb. It's with you.
Sure.
And now I don't feel safe talking about certain stuff because who is screen recording through the window? Who's coming in and taking bits and pieces of information, personal information about my body, you know? So now I'm kind of in a really conflicted place because I need the support. I love Deb's Corner. I love my people. But at what point do I try to figure out something to protect myself? And I don't know how to do that without losing my support group, which is why I was trying to figure out last night different settings on the live and stuff. Obviously, we all know that was an epic dumpster fire. Like real bad, some people can laugh about it and some people are real butthurt, and it was not like that. But as far as like talking about sex and intimacy with your partner and stuff like that, I don't want that recorded for people that felt like they could talk to me safely. That's why I'm trying to hang out and make my own experiences on TikTok, but maybe speak a little less, and then move certain stuff over to Zoom where it's more protected.
So I was
right,
gonna
and
say,
sometimes that's what we have to do. Like, unfortunately, like I don't know the answer. Most of the people that I have heard called out had already unfriended or blocked me, but I'm sure there's still some people that haven't and that might be coming into my rooms. And because I'm so like, I don't want to be in the middle of this, but unfortunately, it's been like thrust upon me. But, you know,
So
if I know for a fact that people are toxic, if I have to, I'll block people to make my room safe. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be in the middle of it because I don't want to have to make those calls. But if people are giving me information that gives me proof that they're unsafe for our community, I will do that if they haven't already unfollowed or blocked me. So that's the point that I am at with things. So if people will reach out to me privately and talk to me about those things to make me aware, because I know I have people that are probably on the wrong side of the fence. If you want to, we have to pick a side, which obviously we're kind of having to do.
It sucks. It's so fucking dumb.
I will make those hard calls, but I have to be kind of notified because I am so oblivious. I've worked really hard. I've never ever shared my religious, my political, any of those types of views. I will tell you guys that I have a 12-year-old son who's half Mexican, so I'm, that might give you some indication that I'm not particularly racist, but beyond that, like, I don't get into any of that stuff. I am definitely a privileged white girl, to some degree. I've also lived a pretty hard life and I grew up poor as shit, but um, but we all have different struggles, and I certainly haven't had the worst life out there or anything. But the point is, like, none of that to me mattered, and I've just been, if you wanted a room to talk about how to live your best life with chronic illness, specifically multiple sclerosis, but really, I'll take anybody with chronic illness and or your disability. I want to have that space, and that's all I've been about. And I have never worried about people's outside issues, but unfortunately, it's come to a point where it is an issue. And for the betterment of my community at large, when people come to me, if they have some evidence and they will talk to me about it, I will definitely do what's needed to make sure my room is as safe as it can be. That being said, and I know I talked to you about that, Melly, but some of it is going to have to be like we pick a safer platform for certain things because TikTok is not secure and anybody can sit in the hallway and watch it. And anybody, even if I block their account, they could make a fake one and call themselves Foxy McFoxerson, and I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like if you really want to spy, like it's not a secure site. So for some of those sensitive topics, doing a Zoom or doing something different might just be the smartest way to go about it if people are concerned about how those touchy subjects might be. And most of what I do on this platform, I'm like screen record away because none of it's private. I'm okay with my personal information. If you want to talk about my extra tight asshole, then go for it, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
the same
recognize
way,
that some people don't have that same level of like it might affect things, and so I'm sensitive to that as well. And that's also why I've always said if somebody wants to talk to me, but for whatever reason they're not comfortable doing it on that platform, I will talk with people one-on-one or privately or in a more secure setting. That's fine. I have no issue with that. I will work with people because my whole goal is to be a good support for anybody who needs it in our community. But I will not tolerate anybody showing or doing anything that is in your face, hateful towards another person. Whether I agree or disagree with their views, I just don't agree with anybody acting that way. Any kind of hatred, no matter what side of the fence you're on, I'm not okay with that. I don't celebrate when people get off, even if I disagreed with what they believed in, any of that. I don't think that's okay. And that's my bottom line with things.
Deb, and that's where like what happened, like what's happening in with everyone right now, this was an eye-opener for me because I forgot. I was so happy and so comfortable finding people I could share with and stuff like that. I forgot that, sometimes there are people that are just cruel and they do cruel things. And this was an eye-opener and a reminder to me that now if I see another person that I recognize their name as toxic or I'm still questioning, I can mentally remind myself, okay, let's not talk about tight assholes right now. Okay, like this is
there's always room for tight assholes.
But I need somebody to give me a heads up because sometimes I mean the big players that have been pretty apparent across the board in somebody's in the middle of this and causing issues, I've become aware of those big name people. But there are other little players that I don't know.
My heads up will be when my camera turns off in your room. When I'm in your room and I turn my camera off when someone enters, that's my heads up.
Okay,
go
let
Tik
go. Then Sarah.
If you see me put rats in the chat or ghosts in the chat, it is because there is a rat in here. Okay. And they're sitting here and they're squatting on ghost mode.
Okay. Of course.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're on mute.
Oh shit, you are. Did I mute? No, you're.
Okay. Sarah, were you ahead of me or no?
You go ahead. I'll go after.
Okay, so Melly, this is kind of and this I don't know. I'm gonna say this probably come out fucked up. One of my biggest issues, like I know life isn't fair, and I think it should be, I feel like there needs to be a Robin Hood of justice, and I'm tired of good people paying a price for dumb, mean fucking people. So while I appreciate like the sensitive nature, and by all means, like this whole realm of exploring sexuality, much less publicly, is so new to me, and I make a big joke out of it to try to normalize it. Um, but I don't want to go be in the dark. I as fucked up as it sounds and as crazy as it sounds. Let them fucking record me. Let them make fucking jokes. And
Sarah's next,
other
Melly.
people
Sarah's
what a
go.
fucking pussy punk motherfucker they are. You know, I'm so just ugh. I didn't even know there was a hallway. You know, and why can't you leave people alone? You know, I don't understand that. And I know, like Sarah was in a live. We had a really intimate mixed company live, and it was beautiful. It was a spontaneous, um, and I don't want to miss those moments. Or if I get in my mind of like it's not safe until like I got to change from here to there, it's gonna taint how I move. And I'm not gonna let that happen if I can help it. If I can fucking help it, I'm gonna be like calls out, come on, bitches, and that's where I'm at.
Okay, so is it okay if I go ahead?
Do it,
All right.
Sarah.
Okay, so we didn't start out this live with like any of the posters to say these are the people who were involved in the thing, so that you could see, Debbie. But I will tell you that the other day with your live, I was sitting there and I go through the list to see if anybody comes in, you know, all that kind of thing. I saw you have a moderator that's one of those people.
See, that's what I said.
Okay, text me, or message me privately and let me know who that was so that I can be aware. Because yeah, I didn't realize I don't have very many moderators, so that surprises me.
I saw it too.
I also want to say hands up. We're talking openly about these people, so I don't mind telling you who the name is right now, right here, and then somebody else can say, yeah, I saw that too, or whatever. John Core.
Yeah.
John Core, who used to be in our room on a regular basis and everything fine, who I thought was a very even-keeled person. And when he deleted me after the group thing happened, I actually messaged him and said, yours is actually one that hurts, because I never saw that coming.
Yeah, I reached out to him because he unfollowed me and I unfollowed him in turn. And I didn't know that he was ever my moderator, but would he still be my mod if he unfollowed? How do I make him not my moderator then?
I would say you have to unblock him if you have him blocked.
You have to go in and...
Okay, I'll figure that out because I knew that he was stalking, but I did not think he was a mod, so I will fix that because he unfriended me and I reached out to him and I was like, what's the deal? And he completely ghosted me, so I was like, screw you, buddy. And then, yeah, I noticed that he keeps like sitting in the basement of my lives, but he never says a word. And I'm like, hi, John, how are you? And he doesn't say shit. He just sits there.
I reached out to him too, and he told me that he was having memory problems and wanted me to remind him who I was. And I did. And then he said, oh, that's right, you were involved in that stuff. I'm not messing with those kind of people. But he continues to send me Snapchats.
Wow. Yeah, well, I will watch a YouTube tutorial and figure out how to make sure, because that's the problem. I assumed if we're not friends anymore and everything else. Plus, I didn't think he was ever a mod, but apparently he was.
Yeah, it
so
says it
I will
his
fix
name.
that. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention, because I'm aware that he's picked sides that I'm not with.
Eric, then Melly.
Before, I just want to say one more thing before, because we're still talking about that. Whatever.
That's right.
So we didn't bring in signs of who the different people are. Does everybody know, or has everybody seen Wobb's thing about who the toxic people are that we're talking about?
Yep, and none of those people follow me anymore. So if apparently that mod power, I will take care of that today.
Okay. There are a few other people who were in that group that he has not done that with, and we can let you know who they are, or maybe Wobb's.
That's the thing. I don't remember anymore. I fucking can't remember.
Okay,
but yeah,
so
all the people that you've said something
X,
about no longer.
Simon.
Oh, I got those too. I got those. I got X and Simon.
Okay, I didn't see.
And Simon.
All right, I'm going to drop again and make this available for somebody else now. It's like Melly, Eric, Tigger. I don't know who the hell's next, but you all can figure it out. Bye.
Eric.
Okay,
oh, no, Melly.
Does anybody have anything else for me?
Hold on.
Does anybody have any other questions for me while
Melly
I'm
does.
The one thing I wanted to say, that's not what I wanted to, I have something to say to Tig. But to you specifically, I blocked and unfollowed my mother on every fucking every way that I thought I could. I did not know until I tried to go live last night and mess around with settings that here, even though she was blocked, she was still a moderator. All 3 of her burner accounts and everything were moderators for mine and have been for months. And it had a checked off box that said she was receiving highlights and clips of the lives that I was in. So here I had no idea, Deb. I had no idea until last night. And I was like mortified by that, you know?
I'm glad to know. I'm positive. I kind of recall now with John, but I didn't think I ever gave him mod, but that doesn't surprise me because I thought he was good. But anyways, I didn't realize that would go away. So I will fix that. And I'm 99.8% sure that all the other people that have been listed by WOBs are definitely not my mods, and none of those people are following me now. But I will double check that mod part on that just to be extra safe. And if anybody ever notices something like that, I just am so out of the loop sometimes. Just reach out to me because I want to make sure we're safe. But I just don't play these games, so I just assume everybody's nice, and unfortunately they're not. But I will be fixing that for sure. And it's good to know though that that's an issue. Here's another thing I want to let everybody know about. Okay, so when you set somebody up as a mod, it's automatically just those first 3 boxes checked, and then you can check the bottom 2. The 4th one is so that they get all your screen recordings. The 5th one, the very last one, is the one that allows you to bring people up and down for the mod, for the host. So if you don't want them to get you might want the 5th box checked, but not the 4th. So just so you know, I didn't realize that what it was until I keep getting notices of people that I mod for of their live recording, and I don't do anything with those, but I'm not everybody. So some people might, and that might be offensive to somebody. So just so you know, that 4th power is allowing them to have your live recordings.
Deb, and just a heads up, I had dug through the TikTok settings to make sure that moderators were removed and stuff when I blocked my mother months ago. Me being aware that she was still a mod, it only showed up right when you go to start a live and you go into settings, or like when you start the live and you can see what your moderators are, like you can go in there. That's what happened. Johnny last night was like, hey, just make me a mod and maybe I can help figure out how to unlock the chat thing, undo what happens. And when I did and went in there, that's when it came up all my mother's accounts. And I don't know if it's a TikTok glitch, like a programming error on their side, that if you have to do it on both sections. I don't know, but I would double check. Eric, I want to hear what you had to say, so I'm going to let you go before I say what I want to say to Tig, because I honestly forgot what Tig was talking about, to be honest, and it was important, so I got to go try and think of it.
Oh, okay. Can I real quick? Because I got to run pretty quick. So does anybody have anything else before I drop down?
Thank you, Deb.
For me. Yeah, of course, absolutely. And if anything comes up, just reach out to me.
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, guys. All right. I appreciate
Thank you,
you guys.
Deb.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Go ahead, Eric.
You're muted, Eric.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you are. There you go.
John was the one I met first out of everyone. So I thought he was okay. But that was the first person I met.
Yeah, we'll see. And this is the thing, right? That I felt like, because I met that was the first crew I really got in deep with. When I first started TikTok, I kind of bounced around everywhere, and I still kind of do, because truly I don't have any problems with anybody. So I go to fucking whoever's live, doesn't matter. But I did that, and same as Toots, you saw how close we were 2 months ago, right? Like, fucking everybody's super tight. So I don't want another new person, and it happened to Grace. And that was when I started to get pissed off, and I made the milk carton missing girl thing, because it happened to Grace. I was talking to Grace for about 2-3 weeks before she did that live. She was a new member to the community. Everything's cool. We're talking and just getting to know each other, and I'm finding out about her medical. We're asking each other questions. She does her first live. I'm chatting with her during that live, as was Melly. We were both in there hanging out. And then all those other people, John Core, Tori, all these names started popping up down there, right? And then after the live, I messaged her good live. I wasn't blocked then. And then later that night, she was going to be on my show and tell thing. She wasn't there, so I just messaged to say, like, hey, is everything okay? And I was blocked. And there was zero negative interaction. Go ahead, Barb.
Okay, I've been on this app for 2.5 years. Okay? It is a guilt by association. Okay? I have ran into a lot of people that I no longer follow because of this reason. And it's got to stop. Yep. We are here to support people. We are not here for this crap. I am tired of the childish mentality. I got blocked for guilt, for association. I don't even have anything to do with them, but because I talk to all of yous and go into different lives, I got blocked. It's stupid. If you cannot be an adult about this crap, don't bother me.
And this is one thing I don't think that a lot of them understand, is they're legitimately like, look at Barb, she's obviously upset. A lot of people have called me upset since this has all started. People that never even really talk to me on a private or normal basis. Fucking calling me upset that they got wrapped up into this and they're blocked. And it makes people feel like shit. And then you ask why to do this, and it's like, oh, because you sympathize with racists, and it's like, or whatever. Yeah, it can hurt people. Go ahead, Barb.
I had a best friend die in this community. And there was people coming to me that never talked to me, wanting to know what happened because I was so close to it. Never even taken into consideration that she was my best friend and how it affected me. So you got to remember, these rooms are not private. They're open to anybody that wants to see them, wants to record us, wants to do just about anything. And they use it against us on the regular.
It's sad.
And I don't want to get upset, because when I get upset and stressed, I have seizures.
Yeah, we don't want to.
So I will be in the bottom, in the chat, because I don't want to have a seizure due to all this.
I appreciate you coming up, Barb, and putting yourself through this. You didn't even have to do that, but thank you.
And I don't even turn my camera on normally for people, so...
No, I feel appreciative for sure. Thank you.
No problem, Wobble.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say to Barb, I hear what you're saying, and I absolutely love you. I love interacting with you, and I respect that you're going to be down in the box, because you're doing what people should be doing. If it's not a safe place, you know when to leave, and I respect and honor that. The Grace thing, that was fucked up, man. That was fucked up, because I really liked her and we connected, and then all of a sudden, whatever. But here's my issue too. Why the fuck does everyone love Holly so much? Because I was a part of this community long before her, and what happened to her is what happened to me, and nobody stood up and said, oh my God, it's so horrible what happened to her. But now everyone wants to talk about Holly. Holly is new. I need a little bit more time to vet her, but I'm not understanding why people were not horrified about how exactly what happened to Holly happened to me. I'm confused there. But I want to say what I wanted to say to Tig before I forget. And I totally know you're going to want to say something back, Tig. But here's what I was trying to say about people being recorded and stuff. I don't want to be in the dark either, because that pisses me off. But it doesn't feel like the dark to me. It feels like being behind a wall of armor, because here's my thing. What if we're only having fun and we're talking about sex toys? It's nothing personal about whatever. But let's say for a minute, you're elevated, you've been puffing on broccoli, and you might make a small comment about, say, your husband, and somebody screen recorded it and then puts it on YouTube, and then someone in your family sees it, and then it destroys your marriage. That's what I'm scared of. It's not about being put in the dark. It's about, like, what if we accidentally say something and they destroy our personal lives because they twisted a video? That's my concern. Your turn. I want to hear what Tiggy says. I can't hear you, Tiggy. I can't hear you.
She's good.
I forgot what I was going to say before that. I had my hand up, but first to you, first to that note, I'm well aware, and I can't let it change how I move. If anybody in my circle, as horrible as it is, with the way I move and the way I talk, they could make out like I was selling my ass. They could make out like I was fucking myself on the daily. They could make out whatever they want to make out. And they could have images very incriminating, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the thing. The people who will believe that, if that scenario happens, I don't have any control over that either. You know? Now, granted, when I was your age, I was getting my ass hauled off to county jail every few months on principle. So I totally get where you're at, you know? I'm not trying to say you feel like you're being violated and under surveillance, and it's gross, especially when you're talking about physical attacks and sexuality. You know, the conversation I've been in, some where men don't want their wives are having issues with prostate stimulators and the stigma that could come with that. You know, that could be on a whole spin. But if, you know, again, for me, I challenge the assholes to fucking bring it, because the numbers of us, I know what I was going to say. When you said, like, when the new shit happened to you and it didn't matter, this is how I believe, like, goodness and good and bad evil. So, like, you got shit on as a newbie. I don't know who was between you and me. I know I got shit on as a newbie. And there was some notice to that. You know, there was an evening group, Bose, and I forget who was in the chat. There was a couple people, and it was the first evening live I went to, and they were just like, well, if you're cool, we don't give a fuck, you know, just, and, but like, I felt really awkward in a lot of places. And so I think why Holly so matters is kind of the same reason like Dan mattered to me. Dan is like the first greenie that I got to experience what Debbie and Mama Kay talk about, of being there for somebody new to TikTok. You know, he's been diagnosed longer, but like he was my little baby bird. I'd check in on him, and then like you and I, when he did his first 30 minutes and we were talking, you know, like, oh, how you like talking to yourself, da 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 da, you know. So I do think your situation mattered. I think you took the brunt of it, just like, you know, any kind of thing where you're creating a revolution.
I know. I think my feelings are just hurt, or look, I'm calling you Barb. My feelings are hurt, Tig, because, you know, like when I found out what happened to Eric, I shared his shit, even if it made me an enemy, because it wasn't fucking right. When I heard what happened to you, I blocked that person, you know? But nobody came through for me. Everybody just threw up their hands and said, we don't want to partake in this, whatever. And nothing changed until Wobbs lit the fire. But now people are speaking on Holly. And what's pissing me off is I have no idea who this lady is. I liked interacting with her in the lives, and I would like to continue to do that to see if it's safe for her to be like, for us, she can come up, for us to be like, make a deeper connection.
You're up next, Eric.
I'm not understanding where there's so much hardcore support for her. Look at her page. She has over 1,000 followers. She has connections with people, and I love that she found our corner, and I want her to be a part too, but I don't know her. I did not have, when I joined this corner, I maybe had 100 something followers. I did not have anybody, and anyone who's been around knows my personal story, knows I'm like trapped in this basement and am isolated. but yet nobody came to rally for me. So there is a smidge of jealousy there that's going on, and I recognize that as jealousy of why did my friends jump for Holly? Is it because she's all sunshine and I'm all dark? Is that what it is? Is, you know, people love the sunshine more than they love the dark? I get that, but I'm a fucking good person too, and I supported a lot of people, and everybody's rallying behind Holly, and I'm going over here like, whoa, like what? How come I did not matter to anybody? Because I was there, I cried with people when I was not in a state to even take on someone else's emotional load. I let them do what they had to do, and I cried with them so that they were not alone. Okay, so where is all that invested connection for me? It's kind of made me want to shut down and lock down on who was there for me. You know, I want to hear what Eric's got to say.
Boy mom's in the basement too.
Oh, boy mom's here?
I don't know what happened to Holly. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened to anyone. Whatever happened to you, whatever happened to Holly, it was bad. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
Thank you, Eric. And I'm not speaking on this like I have an issue with Holly. I don't. The only thing I can say on Holly is that I legit have only interacted with her in maybe 4 or 5 lives. She's never said or done anything to be suspicious or be a mean person or whatever. But she came in during all of this dumpster fire. So now I am taking more time before putting down my walls. Have I had private DMs with Holly? Yeah, and they were funny and they were kind, and that was great. I'm only speaking on it because I am seeing all these people rally for her yesterday and today. I had no idea what was going on yesterday. I was supposed to go on a live, just me and Dave, and as a funny thing, I tacked on and Tig because I legitimately miss her. It has been a week since we've like connected and stuff. I'm allowed to miss one specific person. That does not mean that I don't support other people. And my live was not scheduled. It was not anything that was labeled as a support group. I put that it was closed on there. I was trying to play with settings and learn it out. Like I tried something, it didn't work, and I didn't know how to undo it. And everybody threw a temper tantrum about it. And the ones that I know you fucking cunt. The ones that are the real MVPs though, they laughed with me through it, you know? Tig finally was able to get up and we laughed our asses off. Everyone who was able to come up laughed their asses off because it was fucking hilarious. It was so bad. It was so bad.
It was so
bad. But you know, the people that matter though, they came through and they laughed about it with me. And then I watched other people behind the curtain throwing temper tantrums, trying to say that, oh, she's causing a divide too. No, I'm literally a human being who is not familiar with certain technology and devices, and I was trying to figure something out, trying to see what settings were like so I could see if there was a way to lock things down so that I felt safer being on live. And instead I got very confused, very lost, and you know what? I had a lot of great laughs about it. It's what came afterwards of what everyone was saying behind the corner, like behind the curtain, as if it was some malicious thing. Like, no, it really was not. It really was not at all. But at the end of the day, I'm still a fucking human. This is not my 9-to-5 job. I am not required to be somebody's support system. If I want to go live and only make it with 2 people that I fucking love and trust, I'm allowed to do that. And that doesn't mean I'm playing favorites. It doesn't mean I'm excluding anybody. It means I'm a human fucking being that lives in America, and if I want to do my own live that's not a part of the scheduled program to figure shit out or have fun or just be with somebody that I'm guaranteed I know is not hurting me. Johnny is not hurting me. Johnny is not doing any of those things. Johnny I trust with my fucking life. I really do. So he was free. Tig was not available at the time for me to ask her to do it with me because I would have. Straight up, I would have, because Tig makes me fucking laugh in a way that nobody else does. But Johnny was the one that was available. That's it. You know, it's all just one big clusterfuck is what it's turned into. But I'm still grateful for what Wobbs is doing because now my eyes are open. I'm just not, I'm not understanding. I don't even know. I'm just like so over it. I see who the toxic people are. I'm seeing patterns now and who pops in and who doesn't. I still want to form my own experiences, regardless of what Wobbs posts. Wobbs could post fucking Toots photo tomorrow, and I'm here to tell you, I wouldn't align with that. I still like Wobbs, and if he wants to tell me his side or whatever, that's fine. But I'm not going to just blindly follow him. I want to form my own opinions. And that goes to say that I will continue to be Wobbs' friend, even if he did that to Toots. However, if he said something hurtful that he didn't have proof of, that was degrading. You could say something hurtful and it not be degrading. You know what I mean?
For sure.
As long as he didn't do that, I would still be his friend. If he decided to send me a video that he was doing something wild, like let's say he was hurting a cat for fun, tying fucking firecrackers to it or some shit, I would drop Wobbs like a fucking hot potato so fucking quick you don't even understand. Because I am very much about, I can be kind, I can be nice, but I look at your actions and that's how I make my judgment. And I really don't want anyone to think that I feel any type of way about Holly, because I don't. I just don't know her, that's all. And I never said she couldn't partake in any of my stuff or anything like that. The only thing I spoke on was that I was confused on why somebody who is so new and doesn't have connections, but I am not so new and I have deep connections. Deep. We're talking, I'm on the phone, my personal phone number for 4 hours a fucking day with certain people, and those people did not rally for me or speak up for me, but they're rallying the fuck for Holly. That's what I'm speaking on. It has nothing to do with my feelings towards Holly or anything like that. That I just wanted to make that clear so nobody made any misconceptions.
I want to give Dawn a chance really quick, Tigger, if she has something to say. Or are you just hanging for a minute, Dawn?
I'm just listening in. I was just going to say to Melly, this is what you're doing is what's called being an adult. And as we are all adults, the fact that we still have people who are in high school and who are picking sides. We've got the girls' side and the boys' side. We've got the mean girls. We've got this. We're adults. And what Melly is saying is 100% spot on. Form your own opinion. If you don't like somebody, don't fucking go in the room with them. If you don't trust somebody, don't go in the room. This is why Becca Beebe does not let people up in her lives. Because she doesn't trust. You don't have to. You don't have to bring anybody up. You don't have to talk to anybody. You don't even have to listen to anybody that's in the chat. So you have full power to delete. If you don't like something, delete it. It's your room. It's your space. Make it your safe space. But I like what Melly said. I appreciate that 100%. I like that very much. Tig, sorry.
No, I wanted to touch on that a little bit deeper though. It's kind of contradictory, but not. So Melly was in a live of mine, and somebody came in the basement, and she offered to drop. She was like, "Hey, Tig, there's somebody here, and I can't be around them." In that moment, and I didn't even give it a second thought, I was like, "Don't you dare, they're going to go." Okay? Now, I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea what the issue is. I just know that she's my friend. She's somebody that I care about. So in certain situations, and maybe I'm weird that way, I tend to think, because of how my energy is and the things that I'm hard on and things that I'm not, most of my people are going to be like-minded anyways. Like, I'm not going to, I shouldn't, if the authenticity is there, if anyone here has a problem with somebody, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have a problem with them too, just because of how the character aligns. Mm-hmm. It's not a guarantee or whatever, but if anybody is in my life, and they don't have to say a detail or anything, if they just say, "Hey, I'm not cool around this person," I'm always going to choose the people that I know here and that I have a mutual trust and a bond with, always. So don't ever feel like in my room that you have to step away, or if you feel uncomfortable, like the mutual respect for me is I want to know that you have my 6 and I have your 6.
Can I tell them who it was and what happened? Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't even really know all the details exactly, to be frank. I didn't care to know.
When I came on to TikTok, I did not come on. I did not know that multiple sclerosis or chronically ill people were here. My mom is a hardcore radical left. That's literally her name, radical left lunatic. I don't partake in it, not because I don't agree with things that she says, but sometimes I don't. It goes both ways, and I just choose not to partake. Well, she wanted to support her daughter. She brought all these people over, blah, blah, blah. And I wound up having to separate from that. But in that time frame, I discovered this suppressed community of chronically ill, and I started blindly following back anyone that had an orange heart. And that was because that was my empathetic heart making a mistake because I truly want to believe that everybody that walks in our shoes couldn't possibly be so heartless, you know? So that was my mistake. And I do things on TikTok that are not related to this. Like I follow musicians. I follow a specific musician that other people in this group follow. So it might not have been my fault. It might have been. But either way, somebody with an orange heart, his name is Jason H something, Jayson. He came into that musician's page and he started some real bullshit that I would never want to be friends with somebody that would do that. And I didn't realize that they were a part of. Fast forward a couple days, I'm in one of Tig's lives or something, and one of those notifications scrolls across that same name of that guy that caused a huge problem in just a music thing that I was partaking in was somebody I was following back, and they were following me, and it said they were notifying me he posted a video. So I caught the flash of that name. I dropped out of the live. I went and checked it out, and I was mortified that I was following this person that behaves in that manner. So I deleted, I blocked, whatever. Fast forward, I didn't say nothing to nobody. I didn't. You know, I just made my own mental choice that if they came into a room, I was leaving. And that fast forward, and that's what happened in Tig's. He showed up and I said, hey, Tig, I just got to let you know I'm going to drop right now. And then she handled it in her way. But that is not the only experience I had. The very first person that ever contacted me, and I won't say her name on here because I believe she's mentally ill. I believe she's mentally ill, and I don't think it's okay. I don't know. If someone wants to reach out to me privately, we can talk about it. But she was the first person that ever I was puppy dog eyed in front of her. Oh my God, you're just like me. Oh my God, like we're around the same age. Like, and I was blinded. And then I started seeing some crazy things. Like she was making new videos and personal stories that I had told her about my medical experience were somehow identical to her new ones. And I was like, whoa, you know? And then it came into a cling thing. I had made the mistake. I gave her my personal phone number right off the bat because I was so starry-eyed to be talking to somebody else that had something like me. I was just out of the hospital. I was a very scared person. That's why I was vulnerable. And that's why I made the mistakes that I did. And she wound up clinging to me in a way that was suffocating. And I don't want to use the word stalker because it didn't progress to that level.
A single white woman's you.
it was a chick. But I learned from that experience. She still follows me. She still pops into my stuff. That's fine. But I no longer respond to text messages. I do not communicate with her on my personal line. And I will not put her name out there because I truly believe that she is mentally ill. And I'm a huge mental health advocate. And I think it goes beyond I think it's Munchausen, to be honest.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes,
yeah.
I think it goes beyond being a cruel person, and I don't want her to go off the deep end because I spread to the entire community that when I talked to her, let's backstory for a second. When I talked to her, she was going on that she had MS, but then all of a sudden it came out she was not officially confirmed. And then fast forward to when the videos dropped where she was confirmed, They were photos of her getting a DMT or an infusion. I don't even know if it's a DMT. You can get an infusion for fucking a saline bag if you go to a place like. So it could appear to be fucking anything, to be honest. But I won't be the person that causes someone else to go off the deep end if I truly believe they are mentally ill or maybe possibly even having cognitive issues, stuff like that. If someone wants to DM me, we can talk about it. But it's just these things are happening, and I at first didn't want to immediately partake in stuff because all I did was say hi to Wobbs and became friends with him, and all of a sudden I got blacklisted and I didn't understand it. But now I know things. And I feel like I'm in a better place now to protect myself. Molly,
go Molly.
You're muted, babe. You're muted. You're still muted.
Am I unmuted now?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
I'm in the car and my battery's about to die. But there's Alabama. So hi Alabama. So I just wanted to say something that I used to use at work. I came across this concept. Okay, backstory for those of you that don't know, I spent a lot of time working in human resources and dealing with employee relations and that kind of stuff. So that was my wheelhouse. There's something I came across called the Kaufman Drama Triangle. And it is a theory about the continuation and the perpetuation of drama. And there's 3 independent factors that need to happen for drama to continue. So there has to be the persecutor, and that is the person that is starting the drama. There has to be a victim, and that's the person that is crying about the drama. And then there has to be a rescuer. And the rescuer is the person that is like going to bat and defending the victim. And if there's any one of those 3 pulls out, the drama triangle crashes on itself and it doesn't continue that cycle to continue. So I say this, saying that at some point I have been all 3 of those roles at the same time. Sometimes I'm one, sometimes I'm a different one, but I've learned that as these situations come, my words, I have MS, y'all. My words aren't wording. As these situations come around, they're very, very upsetting. And a lot of us, a lot of us are homebound. A lot of us have all of our social interactions, or the majority of our social interactions are on our phone. And so we form these quick and fast friendships with people, and we're sitting on our couches at home, and we're in the comfort of our own home having these conversations. And I am terrified of bridges, and we're on a huge bridge. So I'm sorry, I'm shaking. We have these friendships that maybe out in the real world or in a different set of circumstances, they would not have formed in the same way. And then we get sucked somehow into one of the 3 points of these triangles, and it becomes a very inescapable trap that we circulate in. And this is not me calling any of you drama by any means. I'm just telling you what I've learned to break it is to recognize, okay, in this conversation, what role am I playing? Why am I playing that? And let me get the fuck out of that role. And then that kind of pulls me back from it. So that's all I wanted to say. Sorry, I know I came in and there was a completely different topic being discussed, but
you're fine.
Just wanted to share that.
I actually came up to say something in the first place. I was having a bit of a breakdown there because with all the bullshit that's been going on, people have unfriended me, whatever, and somebody that I felt very close to unfriended me and I didn't expect it. And then just a little bit ago, after our live started, they're following me again. So I've requested to follow back. And I put down in the thing with the hugs and everything because I thought that person was gone. I thought they decided that I wasn't worth the friendship or whatever. And for people who are wondering if I'm okay, I was having a moment It was really like this shit is serious. It really affects people.
Oh, Sarah, big hugs.
Oh, I love
big,
you,
big
Sarah.
hugs, honey.
Oh.
It's sad because we build friendships and we build very close friendships because we talk to each other about our lives. You guys are, so I came into this 2 years ago, and I didn't, as I think Melly said, I didn't realize that this was a community. And I have shared, and I'm not ashamed of it, I have shared very intimate, I have shared, I mean, I don't have friends on purpose. And you guys who I pulled close to me, about you guys to understand what I'm going through more than anybody else. And we understand. So we have those people to, and that's the purpose of this community. That's the purpose of doing this, so that we have each other to talk to and share our moments, and maybe somebody is the same. Maybe somebody has the same, like the tight asshole thing. Tight asshole. Maybe somebody else has a loose asshole. I came on here, I think Tig was in there. I came in one morning. I talked for I think a half an hour about a colonic. I mean, I had a whole morning about talking about a colonic, about the shit that comes out of my ass. And Toots was in the room. It was a morning. But it's not something that, I mean, my girls, my employees at work,
was
I work
riveting,
with 9-10
let
hours
me
a
tell
day.
you.
Don't know that. Don't know, right? It was. There was some, but they don't know. So we are our family. We are. This community is like our family, and we hold those people close to us. And that's what I think is hurting, Sarah, is that we hold these people close to us, and then to find out that you get stabbed in the back like that and talked about, and that you're not as important. It hurts when you feel like you're not important to the people that you thought you were important with. Sorry, Mom.
I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't expect to be. But this person was one of the first MS people on here that I hung with. I considered them like family. Every time I came into a live, it was, hey, family, and it wasn't bullshit or anything. Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
No, Sarah. You're only allowed to cry for me. I'm your bestie. I know.
Anyhow, there's something else in the community. Some of the bullshit that's happened with one of the people that we've named or whatever. There's somebody who was a very good friend of mine, and he completely disappeared. And I had this crying thing happen the other night when somebody came to me and said, after you told me about this, I did some investigation and I found somebody who actually is in touch with them and they are still alive. I've been worried that this person who I was really good friends with decided that they weren't going to be around anymore. I just found out that they're still around. This community means a fucking lot. And I'm gonna disappear and go down to the thing. I love you guys, and when I say it and when I call you family and everything, you are.
I love you too, Sarah.
We all do, Sarah.
Love you, Sarah.
You too, Sarah.
Nothing wrong with being who you are. Wear your heart on your sleeve. We need people like that around.
I feel like we gotta let Melly go. She's had
Okay,
her
Melly,
hand up
sorry.
for so long.
I just wanted to speak on what Molly said, and Sarah too, because Molly is right. And when you work in certain places and you have certain life experiences, you learn some things. And she is right. That triangle, it's a thing. You know, one of them goes, the triangle collapses. For me, that would have been me being the victim. And I didn't want to be the one that went to bat. I didn't want to be the one that was hurtful. And I thought that stepping back so that people saying hi to me and stuff like that was not going to make them a target. I thought that was the right thing to do. And I tried to, like 2 days ago, I did. And I sent messages to the people that I've made deep connections with. This is my personal phone number, or you already have this, but I'm not going to be around for a while because I don't want other people to have happened what happened to me, the Grace situation, all types of those things. But most importantly, what shifted in that for me what made me want to possibly become the shit starter was hearing that somebody that I cared about was targeted in the same manner, had no idea what was going on. I knew their backstory. I knew what was going on in their life and why it would push them to the edge. And they were crying so hard, they had to calm down before that they could get the words out. Or they were in a state like Sarah just was, just devastated, you know? Or somebody spoke up in another live 2 days ago about how they did have a suicide attempt over stuff like this, like 2 years ago or whatever. They did take pills. They did disappear for a bit, not because they wanted to, but because they were in the fucking hospital because they got pushed over the edge. And shit like that is why I was like, hold on. Now I'm not okay with it. And then people that I had connections with got on the phone with me for almost 24 hours between like 4 different people trying to tell me that me stepping back was them winning because there were so many people that enjoyed what I brought to the community. But more importantly, they reminded me how much I need this community because I do not have in-person friends for a fucking reason. I had a best friend for 20 fucking years who lied and manipulated me. I had no idea, and it ripped the fucking rug out from underneath my and she isolated me. I didn't realize that she was isolating me from the rest of my life. And now I don't have those fucking relationships anymore because I threw everything I had into that one fucking person. So now I've had a guard up, and coming on TikTok was not intended to make friends. It was not. It wasn't even intended to get support. It was to share my story. And then I found support, and then I made some friends. My guard is still up, but I was doing things that were unsafe for me. At like talking too loosely about personal information about my life that I would not want on YouTube or on Spotify or all the other platforms that my family access, or my children, my fucking children, man, they're teenagers. They're on the internet nonstop. Like, those are the things that now my eyes are open. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to be a part of the triangle. I truly don't. But I cannot change who I am at my core, and I will not watch people be pushed to a point of self-harm, of panic attack, things like that. I will speak up, and if that means that I'm a core of the fucking triangle, then just start calling me fucking geometry or something at this point, because that's fucking fine, you know? Continue. So, I love you, Molly. Paris, you.
Sorry, I'm going a little bit off, but I'm sorry, what was that, Wobbles? Did I interrupt you?
No, you didn't. I realized I was muted. I was just saying I'm going to end it at the top of the hour because I have to go for dinner at my sister's place. So 10 more minutes. We got 10. So go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, a couple months ago, I think a month ago or so, I don't know when this all started, but it started with me blocking people because I blocked people who voted for Trump because I was so disgusted by the ICE raids in Mexico, and I was like, my heart was just disgusted that you voted for Trump, and I was drawing a line in the sand. I thought I was drawing a line in the sand. I can't follow these people. But then at the same time, people started coming up and joining me. But then they started making new rules. And like, oh, this person associates with that person. So they're cut off. And this person, and I'm like, wait, what? Wait, we can't, hold on. But even the people I blocked for voting for Trump, after a couple of weeks of me finally getting over, kind of calming down, I was like, I don't think I should have blocked them, but because they're an individual, they're not the whole.
Well, that's it, right? And I think a lot of people. Go ahead, Mel.
Hold on, because you're going to close this, Paris. I just want this to be I never speak on politics. I don't, because I think that they're personal and everyone has their own reasons for it. I love you, and when you come into lives, you make me smile. I don't want you to go anywhere. But I think it's important that people should know at this point. I did vote for Trump for my own reasons, and I have 7 nieces and nephews that are from Mexico. They were not born here. They're from Mexico. Okay? None of their parents were Americans. They're from Mexico. They moved over here, and then this fucked up thing happened and shit like that, and it's been going on for a long time, where, you know, they were taken from their family and then they were put into the foster care system. And I happen to know somebody that adopted them, and that's how they came into our lives. Do I think any of that's okay? No. What's going on with the ICE shit? I think it looks like the fucking Holocaust. I think it looks like people are in fucking concentration camps, and I don't think that's how people should be treated. Did I think that we had an issue with immigration? Yes. Did I think it was specifically with Mexicans? No, I didn't. And I in no shape, way, or form align with somebody that is picking out a certain race or saying X, Y, and Z. The last real serious person that I was in love with was from Sinaloa, Mexico. Okay, so I'm very deeply involved with Mexicans in all different types of ways. And because I voted for Trump and I have white skin, I'm labeled as a racist. I'm here to say, like, let's say, for example, the only person I think that's come up.
Check Katie's comment. Sorry,
would be
Wobbs, I wanted to let you know.
Anyways, people of color
associated with them.
Yes,
Sorry,
and I'm here to tell everybody, if you want to go talk to my exes from as far back as when I was 13 years old, there are more Black, Asian, Mexican, Hispanic in general. I have dated outside of my race my entire fucking life, and I've paid the price for it. I've been told that I'm disgusting and dirty because I've had sex with a Black person, and people don't want to date me or touch me because I've had sex with a Black person. I've had all types of shit happen to me my entire fucking life because I refused to conform to racist things. I grew up in a city of diversity, immersed in multiple cultures. I will not accept that. But because I made a choice, a personal choice for lots of different reasons, it was not specifically about immigration. And no, I do not like him. I would not invite him to sit at my dinner table. I don't like the way he treats women or a lot of the things that he does. I chose what I chose for a certain fucking reason. But the fact that I'm labeled as a racist, I can't tell you how fucking much that irks my fucking soul, because people are seeing who I voted for as a label, and they're not looking into who I actually am as a person. And that's where I'm like, an issue. It's just a big issue for me. And I just wanted to touch base on that because I really love you. I really do.
I still love you too.
If you want to not be friends with me, that's okay. But I don't want you. I don't want us to form a relationship and then you feel like I yanked the rug out from under your feet because this whole time I haven't spoke on the fact of who I voted for, and that's why I'm bringing it up now. That's all, because I love you.
I love you too, and honestly, it is about and Katie. I'm sorry, I didn't block you, Katie. I don't think I want to get going. Anyways.
Thanks, Toots.
But my parents voted for Trump. I still love them. I just figured, okay, I'm not gonna say it because you voted for Trump. I won't say what I think it is. But
you know, what's funny is that I know a lot of people that vote for Trump. We still go to protests. We still go to protest against things that are wrong. We do. Just like, and that's with any president. It always happens. They're gonna pass or make laws or do things that are gonna shock people or be like, whoa, when I signed up for this, I didn't agree for you to do that, you know? And people form their own opinions, and sometimes people make mistakes, and sometimes people learn the hard way, and sometimes they don't make mistakes, but they still stand up for what is right in their eyes.
Right.
I think that speaks a lot.
Sorry, I have to say something. I'm sorry, Katie. It looks like I did block you. I didn't even remember because, you know, we were doing a block party. People were like, you need to unblock this person and this person and this person. And I was just so caught up in my emotions and everything. I was just following it. And I am so sorry. I unblocked you. I do want to follow you, but I'm already at 10,000, so I have to unfollow some people.
You're a bigger person for just saying what you just did. Like, you really are. And I respect the shit out of what you just said to her.
Yeah, because like I'm never gonna block anyone just because you gotta block them. I go away with that.
Yeah, no.
I know.
I want to see why.
We were wrapped up in it,
to
Paris.
see it.
Yeah.
We were wrapped up in it. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it was weird how cultish it became, and I'm not saying that to sound fucking like silly about it. There was clear-cut leaders and clear-cut people who went and got the info and brought it back, and people. It was weird the way that it was. So like, it was very easy to get wrapped up in it. It honestly was. Especially when it's a lot of people you, like we all said, you love these people. You fucking cried on the phone with them and had heart-to-heart chats. Very easy to let your guard down and go with the group. Like, and I had the weird added level of like dating the cult leader, essentially, like getting to that point. So,
what was that? What was that girl in the group? That Ashlyn.
Ashlyn, yes.
Yeah, she didn't like me when I first met her, just on the principle of my accent, and I'm from the South. I was like, "Oh, you're prejudged." I mean, go ahead, prejudge me. I've been prejudged by bigger and badder people. But I mean, at least try to get to know me.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I voted who I voted for.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
All right, whatever.
Let me see if I blocked you.
I don't go. I mean, that was my prerogative. That's why I voted for who I voted for.
I'm sorry, Tara. I did the same with you.
There, we're making friends. We're fixing things. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I did what I did, and you know, it is what it is. But but I'm not, because I don't have many friends as well. I have a hard time. I have social anxiety disorder, as a lot of us do. I can't make. It's hard for me to make friends, and the MS community is really the only group I've tried to be a part of that is actually held together. And when I see this crumbling, I know I'm the happy-go-lucky. I joke around. I can literally make anything into a joke, as most of y'all have known me for a while. Have known. I have, ever since this started, I have been crying every night about this.
Oh my gosh,
I can't lose. I don't want to go back to where I have no one again.
You're not gonna.
I will. I don't care if I gotta pull everyone together, my own self. I will do it just so I don't have to be alone. I will pull myself to shreds just so I don't have to be alone.
Yeah.
Oh, we're here for you, dude. Honestly, everyone who showed up here today is a fucking big part of a family.
And the fact they're going after the people that I care about the most, especially like Mom Ash and Brandy and Jennifer and everyone, all these people. I'm ready to take care of it my own self, but I only have. There's only so many much land I have access to. I can't fill it all up.
I will say I want to interject just one real quick thing for people who are new and maybe don't realize this. I know for Wobbs, I know Tori was a big thing. This is not her first go around.
No, I've heard that.
I'm learning that.
She gets herself into things because she's a follower rather than a leader.
She likes the drama.
Correct. So this is not, so people who got hurt by her or who heard things and I don't know the whole story, so I'm not going to speak on the whole thing. I just know about how I feel about everybody. Yeah. This is not her first go around. And like I said, I've only been here 2 years, and this is not her first rodeo.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well.
Yeah, so be friends with her if you want to be friends with her. She has moments, but right now she is very much in the mean girl club.
Oh yeah.
And it's very toxic. It's very toxic.
It is.
Well,
it's sad,
and I want to say that I pride myself in being a safe space for our community, primarily MS, but truly any chronic illness and disability, and that's what I'm all about. And so if people have issues, I really, really encourage you guys to reach out to me or make me aware, because sometimes I'm super oblivious because I don't like conflict. And so I don't even pay attention to stuff like that. But unfortunately, with everything going down the way it is and how it's affecting people in my rooms and safety, I need people to bring that to my attention if I'm oblivious, because sometimes I am rather oblivious.
It happens to all of us. It happens, but that's why, honestly,
it's because I don't want anything to do with it. But unfortunately,
well,
that's just part of
that's what I mean.
interacting with humans.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need to say something real quick. Trauma Lady has said, please let me up. I don't see a request from you, honey, or I would.
Give me a second. Sorry, it's popping up on mine. I didn't realize.
Love you too,
Just
Tara.
give me a second.
Tara.
My computer is slow.
I
will get them up in a second.
Love ya.
See you later, Tara.
I know, Trauma Lady.
Why is
Where
that
were
not
you
popping
from
up?
the beginning?
I'm trying to get her up.
I gotta go. My uncle needs me. I gotta go be a caregiver.
Alrighty,
Jason,
dude. Thanks.
love you,
Thank
Jason.
you, Jason.
Bye, Jason. Appreciate you, buddy.
Bye.
See you later.
Love y'all.
Oh, do we get teacups? Are we going old school or new school? Because y'all, the newbies, don't know. The newbies just don't know.
No, they
this is not.
So
yeah,
here's the thing.
I don't know who it was.
Yep.
Hi, I don't know who it was. I've been here since the original OG MS talk. Okay, I've been here since the documentary, which brought us all together. And the documentary that John was trying to produce brought us all together in big ways. It also elevated a lot of people in the MS communities that should never have been elevated. And because of certain things, there's Eric. Hi, Eric. It's good to see your face. But what happened is it got to be, and this is a parasocial relationship. I've run my page for 5 years. I do a support group wise, everything, right? Y'all know, most of the oldies know me. So I'm going to tell you this is not uncommon. You guys this is parasocial, so it's not the best friend. It's the close enough acquaintance that you can trust behind with anonymity. Okay, you only see where they want you to see. Remember, most of us with MS came from an abuse situation, and we will instantly go in to be warming and welcoming and over compassionate and over empathetic to people that say, well, I have this too. Well, just because you have it doesn't mean that you are elevated in some way. It just means you're disabled like the rest of us. There's a palm of my color hierarchy that is very hidden in this place, and it has a lot to do with the way that we treat and talk about MS and who we allow in the spaces. There's a lot of double speak and a lot of hypocritical things when it comes to parasocial communities of support that end up being a high school yearbook. Okay, I can tell you that I've been in therapy since 2021 from a smear campaign that nobody would probably withstand, understand, or survive. Okay, we've all been in narcissistic situations. Most of this is because it's flash, and you're being vulnerable. They're going to do whatever they need to feed off of that. I've been manipulated to be helpful to people. I've been manipulated to be hurtful to people. I have went through tons of groups, tons of different niches, and it is a people issue. It is not just an MS issue. It is a people issue. If you want quality in your life, talk about the MS and the future, the present and the future. Don't talk about the people. Little minds talk about people. Big minds talk about big ideas. Go Roosevelt, Eleanor, thank you. So when we talk about these things, yes, it's great when you're emotionally involved and connected with people. But I'm going to tell you, I have seen federal lawsuits of defamation, harassment, currently going through another thing locally with a former follower of mine. Yeah. So please understand, this is not just happening to y'all. When there are groups of people together, they're like white blood cells. They're going to clump together and go attack whatever they think is in trouble or causing trouble. Okay, that's all MS does, is whatever, it goes attacks the cells that it doesn't like and it thinks it's something else.
Oh my
right?
God, we are replicating our disease.
Because
Shit.
will tell you, boop, boop.
I was just gonna say
boopity
boop.
boop boop.
That's why I wanted to come in. This is, but this is what does, is because you're hoping it'll be different. This is a boundary for y'all. Most of you, when you come into a new group or a new social, parasocial setting, it's all in because you're being so vulnerable and you think that you trust them and you're really trauma bonded to someone behind a screen that you have no idea who's in their DMs. I come in and I take up a lot of space. Hi, Eric, go ahead.
I can believe that all those people were my friends. I mean, it was all of them.
I thought
And
so
they
too,
will
dude.
make you feel that way.
Yep. And it's so hurtful.
They will absolutely make you feel that way on purpose. It
A
is,
popularity
and it's on purpose.
contest in the community. Gigi said in the comment, and yeah, there's truth to that too. The
It's
cool
also
club.
manipulation.
You also have to remember, right? And Eric, I'm sorry you experienced that, and all of you have. It's terrifying. It's isolating, and it can be collapsing. It can go right back to the thing that got you here, or a divorce, or bring up lots of trauma, because friendships and betrayals are just as bad as divorces and deaths, especially people you put hope into and you're open and honest with. Okay.
Well, and plus,
So
it
it's not
makes us
about that.
not trust. It makes us not trust our own sense because I picked these people thinking they were safe, thinking they were good, and so now I question my own ability to make good choices. Right?
Well, and Debbie, most of us have seen me go through this. I have playlists of this with different people, just from one person to another person to another person. And it's because, and I'm going to tell you this, our community is very Annette Funicello driven versus very Eric White driven or just Paris driven. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you are different, then you are disabled, and you're not disabled enough to be cool enough. You're just gross disabled. You're not cool disabled. You're just like gross disabled and poor and just sick. Right? Like, oh my God.
Right.
Okay. So notice that when it's comparing your suffering, there is no comparing suffering. We are all suffering. Even them, if they look and act like they're perfect, look at them as a child. When they show you their mask, believe them. Look at people as a child playing on this, talking on the telephone. Okay, you will see it. I promise you, every time you will see it. If you look for them as a child, what are they doing? How do they talk? Where are they going? Who do they need attention to? What are they socially doing? Are they draining you? Are they only tapping you? Do they ask you that if you have space for them? Or do they come in and just take all the space and all the air? Now, I know I do that, but that's for a different cause. I'm not a narcissist. I just share and stuff. But these things are very common to people. And when you all, and I mean you all, as in all of us, y'all in this room, when y'all realize that we are yearning to be seen, heard, and validated, and it's coming from the outside and we're overdoing it. You're doing too much if this is happening. Okay, you're doing too much. It's not intimate. It's parasocial. I want you to think about that. It's not intimate, it's parasocial. Most affairs happen at where? Work. Guess what we don't do? Work. Where else would you go for attention?
Yeah.
Where else would you go?
I don't go.
Where else would you go? You can't even go to church. You can't do this. You barely go to the grocery store. God, online dating's terrible. Even making friends over 30 is a pain. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's all shit.
And we're all supposed to go, oh yeah, I totally get it. But that's not it. No one will understand your suffering and where you are in that journey of your MS to who you are as a human. If you're not authentic, accountable, and answerable, then you have no business telling people what to do if you can't tell them what to do. Jill Scott all day. So please keep in mind that it is not personal to them. It is fuel. You are not, it is not that important to them. That's why they can discard you. Okay. Think about that. It's just the simplest rejection of a friend betraying you or somebody not paying attention to you. Eric?
I've seen this coming when I was friends with these people. They wouldn't talk to me about this stuff, but I know one thing. They said, "What you doing? What you doing?" I was like, "Wow, what were you talking about?" But then all came down. But they knew I would not be told what to think. You can't
And that,
to think.
yeah, sorry to cut you off, but that is it. Your autonomy is what you're gaining from having relationships. Who you are is showing you right now. You all might be like, oh my God, I was so hurt in this and this. But we all have the opportunity to be the villain in somebody else's story. We also have the opportunity to be the hero, the friend, the lover, the activist, the best person ever, the one that's just like me, but is nothing like you. And I don't know what happened. But however, if you're ignored, if you feel ignored and you feel neglected by people you're sitting in the room with, honey, come over to my table. I got people in my corners, not just at my chairs. You always have a spot with me. Because no matter what, I am no different. I just had different opportunities and a different DNA. And what brings us together is a virus. Y'all understand that, right? Like what brings us together was a plague somewhere.
That's annoying.
Like, think about that. But it won't that be COVID in years and they'll be doing this?
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. So when you see this, again, you're gonna get sick again. You're gonna have something else. It's not just always gonna be MS.
We lost a Tigger.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I was
Tiggers
gonna
are
wrap it
bounced.
up soon anyways.
Wait. Sorry.
That's all right. I don't think I could have wrapped it up better than what you were saying for the last little bit because, yeah, I just couldn't have. So thank you for coming in at the end, Travel Lady, and
yeah, thank you.
No,
thank you.
And
no problem.
let me
Look,
say
y'all.
to Gigi in the comments, I appreciate your feedback to me, and I want everybody to know that I am very receptive to feedback. I strive to make a community safe space for us, and sometimes I'm not always aware of everything. And so if something is going on that I don't know about, I'm willing to listen and find out what the deal is. And if I agree that there is an issue, then I will do whatever is needed to adjust my room to make sure it's safe for the majority and for the people that are respectful to one another, which is important to me. I don't want anybody spreading or talking hate to anybody. It's that simple. That's my bottom line. And everything else, it's like, vote how you wish, believe what you want religiously, all that kind of stuff, have whatever sexual orientation you want. All of that is up to you guys. But we don't talk crap and hate towards each other, period. Even if we are in different lines about those opinions, about how it is, I don't care about that. I just won't have that. But beyond that, if I'm not aware that somebody's not safe and it's hurting my bigger community at large, I will rectify the problem. But sometimes you guys got to be willing to reach out to me so that I know there's an issue.
Awesome.
And this is the thing. These are people, y'all. And I'd love to. I'm going to leave you with this. Listen, understand this. You guys are. We are all learning what it means to be human again, in a box, talking to people over top of each other, unscripted, not knowing who we are. Okay, you're looking at your phone more than you're looking at people around you. To look at other people through the phone. I want you to understand that. Where are we at? And you're looking into it like this, like they're talking back to you. Get your perspective right. This is personal. It's just probation.
Yeah,
okay?
It gives you an unrealistic feeling that you're sheltered from it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. And I don't know who this is about. I just wanted to come in and address my community. I saw people hurting in here. So I have no idea what we're talking about or who we're talking about because I just caught it right before there. And I was like, oh, though, this was me today. So thank you for having me. I love all of your faces. And if y'all have issues with this, Y'all, I got smear campaigns. There's all kinds of stuff on my page if you need resources on how you want to deal with it. There's great sounds. You can use them and send them to each other because they probably hate me too. I've probably been mean girled out of there, and I'm just a good mean girl. Millions, I love you. Okay, bye guys.
I
Have a
reply
great
to
day.
everybody, and I'm willing to have a conversation with anybody. So if anybody ever wants to talk to me, let me know. Legitimately, I don't shy away from that. I will handle it.
Thank you so much, Debbie. And I
You're
just wanted
welcome.
to point out here, none of the people that we came here and to talk about or whatever had the balls to come.
Yep.
Oh,
But
good.
that man over in the corner has been kind enough to share with us what's going on, and it's actually brought a lot of people out and together.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Deb.
I don't know
You're
if you
welcome.
have to go right this second, but I asked
No,
a
go
question
ahead.
in the comments earlier, and I never got an answer to it.
I
And
probably
I have
missed
had
it.
conflicting information sent to me, and so I don't know how to feel about this person. So it is Mary Poppins, aka Vicky, and I don't know
her.
So
if
honestly,
she's
I've
part of
just
any of
been-
it or.
Oh no.
I have. It involves me. I have a personal thing with her. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. I will be in rooms and I will be cordial and I will talk to her. I don't trust her though. That's all I'm gonna say. I had some really weird stuff happen with her and another person. It was very strange.
Gotcha.
So,
But she's not
my
part of
opinion.
this bigger
No,
issue.
Christ, no, not at all. Totally not involved.
Just I wanted to make sure because I'd heard a couple of conflicting things, and I didn't know what to do with that because she really likes me and comes into my room, and that's
very
fine
friendly.
by me. But
And I'm not even gonna
that's
talk
fine
shit
by
about
me.
her.
And I mean,
No,
I try to
I
watch
know.
because she's
I
a
know
little
her.
loud.
I know
But
her.
as long as she's not unsafe for other people,
no,
then
she's
I know her. She tells me about wobbles. I know her little story about that. It's not involving us. It's between them two.
Yeah, my opinion of her has nothing to do with any of this. At all.
Okay,
At
yeah.
all, so.
Yeah, opinions are fine. There are people that I just personally don't like, and that's
I
a
would
whole
not
different
say
issue.
she's an
But,
unsafe person. No.
Okay, and I just was hoping for some clarification because, like I said, I've had a lot of names thrown my direction, and some of the obvious ones I'm aware of, but a lot of them I just don't know, and so that's where I'm looking for clarification as well. So thank you, I appreciate that.
No problemo. If anybody wants to say anything else before we wrap her up, now's your chance.
Bubbles, this was great. This is great to bring everybody together, and it was. Oh, I added you too, Sarah. Yeah, you're like my sister from another mister. You and I think a lot alike. You and I think a lot alike. So please don't be a stranger. I appreciate everybody in this group. I pop in on lives from time to time. Debbie, I love the fact that you are not taking the situation with Wobbles and Mary Poppins as your own problem.
No,
that's a them thing. That's a them thing. So,
absolutely.
And that's how we should all be. We should all be that way. But when
that's how I've tried to be across the board. But unfortunately, people have pushed issues enough that I've had to kind of choose a side, which pisses me off, to be honest. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that, but to include as much of the community and still be a safe space for the vast majority of us as much as possible, while providing that safety from the people that are on such an extreme that they're not safe for most of us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off because I've always been, what is it, Switzerland?
The neutral.
Yeah.
The neutral.
Yeah, I don't get into it. And then all of a sudden and people were blocking me and people were messaging me weird stuff. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And so I've had to step up and talk a couple of times because my safe place that I've made is so important for me, and figuring out the best way to be as safe as possible for the community, because that's what it's about. It's not about me.
Right.
Is important. So
that's what I want to make clear too. I know that my little posters come off as extremely juvenile. I am aware of that, but I did not do that I had fun with it, but I didn't do that because I hate those people. Okay, I did it because I love everybody else, and I needed people to know sort of what was going on, at least, or the ones where it was all stemming from.
And I have never had an opinion, but all of those people, for the most part, there's one person I've never even heard of out of the people that you've done videos on, but all of the other people have unfriended me or blocked. Most of them have actually blocked me. And I'm like, what? Who am I? Why am I in the middle of it? And so they made those decisions. And that's why I said in my live yesterday, I guess the trash takes itself out.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But the
just got back from
issue,
vacation.
I'm very grateful I got information on
that. I just got back
no
from vacation. I've got to go do some laundry. Thank you guys again, Bubbles, very much. I hope to see you guys on again. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for this open conversation. I truly appreciate every single one of you guys.
Same, Don.
You're welcome,
Thank
Don.
you so much,
I appreciate you.
Take care of yourselves.
Bye.
By the way, for anybody who's Jewish, Shana Tova.
Oh, there you go. What is the holiday? What is that?
It's the Hebrew New Year.
Oh,
Hebrew New Year.
Cool. I did not know that.
Molly asked to come back up, and I know we were closing out, but she must have had something good to say.
Yeah, go ahead, Molly.
Unmute. You're muted, babe.
Muted.
Am I muted now?
You're good.
Can you hear me now?
No, you're good. Yes.
Okay. I'm on the road and my stuff cut out right after I was talking, and I just wanted to double down that I wasn't calling anybody out. I was just saying that for my peace of mind, that was something that I did when I was at work, and I just wanted to share it because it was on my mind. I hope it wasn't taken with as there was any ill intention, because there was not.
But that was not taken in an ill way by me, that's for sure.
Okay.
No, I really liked what you had to say, actually. I thought that was great. So that's my take on it.
Thank you.
As a parting thing, I think it's fantastic what you shared with us. It's really great. The situation that we have it went further. So Molly, some new people are coming into the community.
Oh, yeah,
They're completely innocent to knowing anybody whatsoever. And they're being picked up, plucked, and told what to do. And yeah.
Well, we've seen this before in the community, sadly.
Yep.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and this is my first time.
It comes around every few months. Just to be really.
Well, you're cutting in and out, Molly. You froze up.
Okay, I love you guys. I'm dropping.
I love you.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Molly. Bye. Thank you, everybody.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. And I'm just going to say
one
more thing.
Like she's frozen with her mouth off.
Oh, Jesus. You don't even have to stay, but I just want to say, for all the people that were in that group that I was really good friends with, I leave room for most people there. If you feel like chatting, reach out to me. And if it goes somewhere, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But because I know what I went through, so I know what you could have went through as well. That's all I'm going to say.
Yep, absolutely.
So, yeah,
no, I
lots of
appreciate
love.
It, and I appreciate you.
Awesome.
Sharing and being genuinely you and putting yourself on the line a little bit. So.
Hey, I don't mind doing it. But thank you for the thank you. I appreciate it. You just have a great day, though. All right.
Hey, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.